Welcome back. We have Christine Anderson joining us from the city of Kamloops, where she is a new communications advisor actually with the city. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's been a little while.
Yes, it has. And that's too long. So you have to come back more often and talk to us
I
about
know.
the city.
I really should. Let's do that.
You guys are working on some great initiatives right now to make sure that residents here are well informed of the issues of the day down at City Hall. And one of those things that you guys are doing is a new city engagement website. So tell me about that.
Yes. So we have launched Let's Talk Kamloops.
We have the board for that. Let's take a quick look at the slide.
Let's have a look at the slide. So
Yes.
we've got about half a dozen projects on there right now. Really, the idea here is we wanted to engage our citizens online. So just to give you a little bit of background, we had 50 in-person engagement activities earlier this year. So on this site, people can go on digitally. It's a really convenient way for them to engage with us, you know, from their phone or from their tablets, really online. We wanted to come to them. And so these are some of the tiles that you're going to see when you go on there. And Susan, I don't know if you had a chance to go on and...
I did a little click through and I recorded it.
Okay.
So why don't we go to that?
Yeah, let's
definitely.
have a look.
It's very user-friendly, there's no question. So this is me, as you can see, at 10 after 9 this morning, deciding that I'd take a stroll through. And I think it's a great opportunity. This is the front page. You can literally scroll down and see the different, like you said, the different issues and tiles that you can learn a little bit more about. So this will obviously be changing as you go along, right? But right now, this is how it looks.
Yes.
And then I decided to go back up to your neighborhood, and this is kind of a fun one where you can sort of locate yourself and sort of be a presence in the city by clicking on this and going to where you are. I think I actually hooked up CIFM as the location because it takes your current location where you are.
Yeah,
so yeah, it says tell us about you or drop a pin. So I clicked on tell us about you, I think, and yeah, it's just so easy and it's fun, right? You can stay in the know.
Well, that's exactly the whole purpose, is so that you can engage. That's the whole point, right? So we want people to go in on this project, for example. You can drop a pin and share some ideas about your neighborhood, tell us a story, but it's very interactive, and you can drop a pin, so as you did here, and you can go on and see what the other pins are, and you can see what other people said about what they liked about their neighborhood. So it's a really neat way to engage not only as an individual citizen with the city, but to see what others are saying about it as well. So we've got the what you love about your neighborhood. We've got the downtown plan is another big one, and they just did a recent, they did a ton of engagement around that. And so what you can find on the site right there now is they've just uploaded 11 design charrettes. These are concepts that people gave their ideas to, and now they've come back with actual drawings about the ideas that people have. So you can go in and say, oh, I like this idea, it's really cool. You know, there's just neat like drawings about, for example, to show what something could look like in the downtown core. And people go on and they make comments, they can like other people's comments or dislike them. It's a very safe and healthy and meaningful way to engage. But there's big traction on there. There's already over 100 comments in the downtown plan.
Good.
Yeah, and so if you engaged in any of those open houses for the downtown plan, we encourage you to go on this website and click on here specifically and go in and check out those design charrettes. We also have a get out and vote.
Yes.
There is an election on October 20th, so this is a place where we have election timelines, for example, FAQs for potential candidates and voters. So am I eligible to vote, for example? You can go in there and get this information here. And there's like news feeds in each of these areas, so we are sharing information. We really want to educate and inform people and help them become aware. There's really a range of engagement as well. So that means you can share ideas. You can drop a pin for places on our maps. You can tell stories. So like, what do you love about your neighborhood? There's forums and there's surveys. There's Q&A and polls and news feeds. So these are the range, this is a spectrum of how we're using it to engage with our citizens.
So when people engage, who is reading that, and is it sort of being used for feedback for future?
Yes, I mean, we can track it. That's another really great thing is you do have to register to use the site with a first name and a postal code. And that's really simply so that we can we want to be able to make sure this is of value for our citizens. So we want to try using this platform to see if people like it. We want to be able to engage meaningfully with the community. So that's the whole idea as well. But of course, then we take, especially if we do surveys, that's a type of engagement where we are asking for that information. And so the other part of that is for us to take that information and share back what we learned or what we're going to take, you know, to maybe to council or what have you,
Yes.
into the operations. And we really researched this. We spent months looking at other municipalities. So Kelowna is using this platform, Penticton and Vernon. So we did spend quite a bit of time going out to see how, what other best practices are for other cities. So we're just super excited. We want people to get on there and start clicking and sharing stories and dropping your pins. And
it's a great way to be interactive.
Give us your feedback.
Fantastic. Christine, we are out of time. I'm really glad that you came to talk to us a little bit about it. I believe the website is right there, letstalk.kamloops.ca.
Yes, it is.
And absolutely, I did sign up myself. It's very easy. You just, like you said, have a name, your postal code, and you are good to go. And you can really tune in.
Yes.
All right, Christine.
Yes, Let's Talk Kamloops. Awesome.
That's right. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.